Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and gathering to share a meal, it's often the highlight, but foodborne illnesses can dampen even the best feasts out there. So many people are looking forward to it, but Dr. Christopher Harkin, we certainly know a foodborne illness ain't so good during Thanksgiving.
It is not.
Thanks for being with us. We appreciate it. So let's talk about this. When it comes to keeping ourselves safe, the number one thing people need to remember is preparing the meal.
Yes.
What do we got to be thinking about here?
Again, one of my favorite topics, wash your hands.
Yes. You'd think we'd know since the pandemic, right?
Yeah, exactly. But it really is, because the germs that can cause foodborne illnesses, they're super hardy. Okay, and it's so easy to pass them from one thing to another. So it's really, really important to wash your hands.
What about keeping like cleaning solutions around the kitchen? You know, you see the Lysol sprays, the 409, whatever.
You know what? Soap and water. Hot water and soap is the best thing to really wash these things off.
Okay.
And that's one of the things that we forget.
Yeah. Okay, what about the star of the show? Let's talk about the bird here.
Yeah.
You hear crazy stuff online, wash it with soap and water.
Yeah,
You don't see people, you see people wearing gloves. I don't know. Any recommendations for that?
Yeah, I mean, the bottom line is that raw meats are a real harbinger for these germs.
Sure.
And so what's really important is right from the beginning is trying to separate them from the other foods.
Okay.
Again, if you wash your hands, that's really the most important thing. Then if the turkey is separated from everything else, you want to have it on a platter that you can wash again with hot water and soap. Believe it or not, sometimes wood cutting boards aren't that good because they're harder to wash.
I've heard too that the juices, if I may
Yeah,
say
that's
so,
the right
can just
word.
like kind of seep into that wood,
Exactly.
and it gets really gross, right?
Exactly, and that's why it's really more important to be in some kind of a platter that you can definitely wash with hot water and soap.
I think, Dr. Harkin, too, Thanksgiving is obviously a time to maybe get the kids involved. Any ideas for what the little ones can help out with? Obviously not carving the bird and things like that, but like, what are your recommendations there?
You know what the bottom line for that is again, we would love to have them help with getting the vegetables done, getting any kind of other side dishes done. And again, the big key there is wash your hands. When a lot of the vegetables that we buy, really, people think, okay, well, I bought this at a really high-end store.
Sure.
You still need to wash them. You got to rinse them out under water because, again, those germs can sit on those vegetables because that's, as we know, recently we've had some outbreaks of where people have had foodborne illnesses from very reputable products.
What about the leftovers? That's always a big one, right? We've got a ton of stuff sitting in the fridge. How do we handle those?
Well, there's the first thing you just said. Get it in the fridge.
Right away.
Right away, within 2 hours after the meal.
Okay.
Because it's super important because in the fridge, things will be fine. Now, the turkey kind of products should probably be eaten in the next 3 or 4 days. And again, they should be warmed up. Even though you've probably cooked that bird really well to make the meal, when you eat it, you probably need to warm it back up again just to be sure that those germs are still taken care of.
Always good insight. We certainly appreciate it. Dr. Harkin, thanks for being with us today.
Always great to see you. Thanks, Mark.
We'll be right back after the break. Stay with us.